how do I find God? Person comes to you and they know that you're a pastor in a church, so they know you've got a bit of a God angle, and they say, Lynnita, how do I find God? What's your response to that?
I love this question. I think that behind this question, we sometimes wonder, like, do I have to do something special? Do I have to go to a special place or get myself in a special state to find God? What do I need to do? And I think it's actually pretty simple. We ask him if we can find him, if he can help us find him. In the Bible, it tells us that God wants to be found. He wants to be found by us when we seek him. And so it's just as simple as asking him, hey, can you help me find you? And then I think there's also a piece of knowing what to expect, because we can sometimes expect like this amazing experience, and that can happen to people. They'll feel instantly transformed or they found God. But more often, God likes to work through people. He loves to work with people all of the time. And so I would just say, start paying attention to the people in your life who know God or who he brings across your path. You may even want to become or check out a church, because there are often a lot of people there who love God and can start to talk with you about him. But I think that's what I would do, is just ask God to help. What would you say to that?
So I think that it's maybe reassuring, maybe disconcerting to tell the person, well, I actually think God's looking for you. Like he's on the hunt for you. He's the hound of heaven. I think Jesus says those sorts of things. No one comes to me unless the Father draws him. So the very fact that you're looking, the very fact that you're asking, how can I find God, is like, man, he's got you, and he's drawing you in. He's bringing you to himself. So for me too, I'd probably get like all worked up and a little bit specific, because I think people have these sort of broad general ideas of God, like God's this and maybe God's that. And for me and you, it's about Jesus. Like when God wanted to make sure that we were on his radar or that we mattered to him, he came in Jesus and came after us. And I find Jesus kind of makes clear things that get God foggy.
For sure.
And so that's a helpful thing for me.